Well, hello there, humans, bees, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it. So welcome back to channel, I'm Bushka, and this is myself and Snake Eyes rocking and rolling through the heat wave that is military base. So many of our games start here, so many of our games finish here. And sometimes they start and finish very close to each other. But this is not that time. This is where we actually make it out of military base alive and fairly well equipped. I also want to talk about why I think ARs, in particular the M416, needs a nerf, and we're going to get to that in just a second. First I want to highlight just some lovely play here. Guy goes for a reload, I think, pulls back around the corner, we do the whole sliding around the corner, holding the fire button down and spraying and praying, which works remarkably well at 3 feet when you've got an AK. If you listen very carefully, you'll hear Santa Claus bringing us a present. That is the sound of someone swimming, who's just surfaced and taken a stroke, who's probably noticed that Snake and I are absolute grubs and love camping the bridge. And we've heard that sound, that little through the water, and we are now looking for the culprit. And the poor bugger is down here on the western side, doing his level best to Michael Phelps it across to the beach and not get wrecked by a couple of vagrants in camo helmets. But alas, it's not to be for him. Oh, I feel terrible. I feel terrible. I don't feel that terrible. We're going to roll from here to one of my favourite spots on the map, but we didn't come to this spot specifically to camp. We go to the lifeguard tower between School and Rojok because it's literally right in the dead centre of the zone. And the circle continues to shrink around this lifeguard tower while Snake Eyes and I continue to camp it up. You can see we're here, and the circle is absolutely perfect. We came here originally to get an overlook, got into a couple of firefights, and decided to stay and see what happened. Now, I want to talk to my point about ARs, in particular the M416 needing a nerf. This is with a 4x scope. If you go to single tap on the M416, you really can do all kinds of nasty things at range. And it begs the question, what the hell is the M14 in the game for if you can tap with 4x or an 8x on an M416 that's fully kitted out and a suppressor and nail people at 900 plus, or 900 meters a second rather, and absolutely tear them apart. And you're going to see me do it time and time again in this game. And it really does resonate with me as someone who loves gaming and loves the challenge of the game, that this gun is a little bit too much right now. And I know they have nerfed ARs a little bit in past patches on the PC variant, and I do hope that they do a little something with the M416, because right now you could run the M416 and nothing else, and you can be super competitive at range and absolutely super competitive up close. And you saw I did very well with the AK earlier, spraying and praying, but you can also see later in this video where I do very well up close and personal with the M416. Look at this. I mean, once you learn how to lead a target with this gun, you get so many opportunities to put shots on. You can have 40 in a clip and you're just tapping away and really, really hurting guys. And with the suppressor, there's no way that they know where this is coming from. They know where it's coming from now because Snake Eyes is banging away down there with an AK or something. Look at this. That's got to be 300 meters with a ×4 scope and an AR. And that, look, I love the M416 and I don't want it to be, I mean, watch this. Headshot, you ready? If you keep coming out and playing with an M416, you're going to get diced. He's using single shot, right? Absolutely hammered. Absolutely hammered. Crazy, hey, that you can do that at range with a gun that, for all intents and purposes, is just as good close quarters. So, for my money, it needs to be changed. Now, we had this weird situation with this dude over here. He was doing that super fast crawling glitch or hack or whatever it is, and it was really frustrating. Every time we'd knock him, he'd crawl off. So we were going to go push on him, but then, I mean, the zone just kept... You can see the zone in the top right corner of the map. 12 left, and we're still absolutely dead center. And it doesn't happen often enough that the zone actually turns up right on your doorstep for you to look it in the eye and say, you know what, I'm just going to go push and leave this strong position for the hell of it. And this really is a strong position. Now, we lose poor Maxi very, very shortly, which is a bit unfortunate because, you know, I love playing with the snake. He's one of my best mates. There we go again, tapping Aru. He crawls off, never to be seen again. He's very, look at him going. He's flying around in there, absolutely flying around in there, crawling. I'm like, really? So we now focus on school, where you're going to see the M416 perform ridiculously heroic feats again at range, single tapping with a suppressor. I mean, really? Does this seem legit to you? I would love for it not to be able to take a 4x scope. I think that would be some way to balance it, because the 4x and the single tap with this little recoil, I mean, the recoil on it running a vertical grip or an angled foregrip. I usually run vertical if I'm doing the sniping and stuff. A tactical stock and everything else is just, it's so minimal. Like, you can see how quickly the reticle jumps back on target. And here's where I'm going to trade in my shop-soiled level 2 helmet for another slightly less shop-soiled level 2 helmet that I've already dropped up here as well. Look at it. Oh, my God. Yeah, we'll change that for that. Why not? It might take one more bullet. I don't know. They both seem pretty wrecked to me. So we're going to lose Snake Eyes here. So what do you guys think? Leave your comments below. Is the M416 and to a degree other ARs, are they too strong? Are they overrated? Are they overrated? Are they too strong? Are they overpowered? Or are they in a really good place right now? Let me know what you think. So we've lost the snake. There's 5 left, and we're going to have to get hot and heavy here. And we're actually getting sniped as we're trying to get down this hill. So I'm going to do the old Vin Diesel, jump into the car, run down here, just flying off the edges, looking pretty tough, looking pretty rough, and get inside the circle as we shift towards the very last part of the game. And I can see someone up there in that window. So I'm going to be very, very careful here. I don't want to lose it all after such a nice long camp. We've got 8 kills. Going to chuck a little Gren in there just in case he's wondering whether he should... Oh, someone's coming down that hill there. And there's the M416 just shredding at that range. I mean, doesn't seem to suffer from any drawbacks, really. Just a hell of a weapon in all situations. I mean, if you haven't, I've done a review on the gun, and it's out there. I mean, it's a full review on the gun. I'm a little bit worried that those 2 guys over there who are doing the speed crawling are still looking my way, and they've got to be around here somewhere. There's another person at least, because we are playing duos, so we've got a full duo, a single, and a single. So what I want to do here, if he's not going to pop out, is I'm going to run around the other side. I'm actually going to go all the way across. I'm going to chuck one more bunch of Grens in there. I'm going to cook this one nice and hard. Then I'm going to chuck another Gren over on the right, just in case he moved into that room. And finally, I'm going to chuck a Molotov. Now, the Molotov was probably over the top. There was never going to be there for the Molotov. I lean over the edge of the rail here, lie down, and just wait and see if anything presents. I'm looking down the line here, trying to see if there's anything in that other house. You can see, I know there's someone on my left. I can see someone down there through the windows. Excellent. So what I'm going to do is run along the bottom. I'm bent at the waist so that I'm as quiet as possible. I'm looking, seeing if I can gather any other info. Now, if this is the duo, there has to be 2 of them. So that guy's in that corner. I'm guessing the other guy will be in the other corner. I'm actually going to assault. I'm shooting before I get in there. There he is. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Only one guy left, and we know where he is. Everything is looking on the up and up. You can see how strong the M416 is in that situation, and it doesn't suffer any drawbacks whatsoever. Super accurate, very, very little recoil, fully kitted, and yet capable of doing tremendous amounts of damage. And I can hear him moving about over there. All I have to really do is go over there and not be bad, and we get the win. That's basically what Snake's telling me. We've got 11 kills, making sure just 100%. There's his gun. I can see his gun. Seriously? Okay. You can only go one place. Hello. How you doing, buddy? Would you walk out into that? Excellent stuff. Thanks very much. 12 kills. Number one, winner, chicken dinner, 1,682 damage, and a whole hell of a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like the videos. Please subscribe to the channel and share the videos around, because the more people we get in here, the merrier, and the more likely I am to keep chucking out the PUBG mobile content. Remember to subscribe, guys. Helps me, helps me, helps me. Until next time, look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield.